My name's Earthy. Folks call me Earthy. And I'm from the Phosphor Yaqui tribe. The Yaqui tribe is from southern Arizona and Mexico. And most of the Yaquis live in Mexico, but there are several villages in Arizona. And the village where I come from is called Pascua, which actually in Spanish, that means Easter. But the Yoemes or the Yaquis, that's our original name. And I'm also, and I respect how the Dene people introduce themselves, because it also reminds all of us to think about where we come from and who we are. There's a reason why I was so drawn to this event. And just so that the earth can fill us and hear us. I mean, that's so, just thinking about what the families here have endured. It's just overwhelming that this would happen to anyone. And that the people, both of the different nations here, Hopis and Navajos, were impacted in ways that are just incredible that would happen at this day and time, in these years. But in 2004, I was there at my home at Salt River Reservation, and these two spirits, they came to my room. And I sat up on the side of the bed, and I was looking at them walk in, a man and a woman. And I recognized them. Actually know who they are. And he took one arm and she took the other. And that's when they took me on this journey across this earth. And they let me feel everything in a different way that I had never felt it before. So we went out across the land like this, across the dirt, and we went through it. We went through our bodies. We merged with everything. We merged with the dirt. We went through the rocks. We went through the canyons. We went through the desert. We went through the mountain. And every time we went through these elements, I could feel it going through me. I could feel my molecules change with everything, and still knowing that it's part of us. And it's quite long, but I remember looking ahead and seeing that there was a river. And in my mind, I asked them, "Are we going through the river?" And yes. So we went down into the water, went through the ocean, and then I felt the water. And then we came up on the other side. We went up on the other side, and when I came up, I was ground level on the ground. And I looked up, and I was ground level, and I was looking at all the plants. And I was looking at the corn was growing. It's like a garden. And everything was coming back. And then I could hear somebody speaking. And I looked up, and there was a native man and he was speaking about the water. And he was speaking about it in terms of how we as Native people view the water as like the blood of life. The rivers flow through the earth, and that's our veins. And how the water is inside of us, it's so much a part of us and flows through us like it does the earth. But he was also speaking in terms of science, in terms of environment. And then I thought, oh my gosh. He put the two together. He was able to put the two concepts together so that you could see how they linked. And that was amazing to me because sometimes as Native people, science is foreign, it's scary, it's technology gone wild, gone rampant, destroying the earth. That's what was amazing to me, that he put it together in a way that we used it for the benefit of the earth. And then at that point, they flew me up, and I looked down at the earth, and they said that these gatherings like this, these gatherings where we talk about these concerns and come together, and there's a lot of information that they gave me, but they said it's going to start. It's time. And there was that ember growing, coal, like charcoal, an ember was glowing. And it was here in this region. It was in the southwest, it was near the Four Corners. I was thinking, that's like the Navajo reservation. So over time, and then they showed me 3 other places across the nation where these gatherings would happen. But later on, in the vision, I said, well, you know, when you're talking with the spirits, you really don't have to have like they hear you in your mind, you know, you don't have to have this full-blown conversation, although you can. But in my mind, I was asking them, well, when, how, you know, and how will it come to pass? And that's when they told me that there were all of the other ones who were receiving these messages, who were also receiving visions, and that were also receiving messages, and that we would be coming together. And I had told one of the fellow dancers about it, and that's when he said, yeah, that felt like we needed to come together to bring these, not to worry, because then I started worrying about the time frame. How will, you know, when, how soon, when do we need to do this? And then I'm always reminded when you're in our traditions too, you know, that it's Creator's time. You know, it's God's time. It's the Spirit's time. It's the Earth's time, which is, you know, as you know, in millions of years time frame. Not a few years. But